all we heard was bang, bang, bang.
People are not safe around here anymore.
Like ducking under the tables in the bar?
Yeah.
That's incredibly scary.
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
My heart breaks and bleeds for the people of Portland. Portland is a great city, but we got to get a handle on this.
Unfortunately, the violence we're seeing right now is eroding away the sense of safety and security in many of our neighborhoods.
Gun violence is an outcome of other issues.
This shooting is just one of more than 900 shootings in Portland this year.
All I could do was scream. My arm was just in so much pain. I've never felt any pain like this before.
It's scary, but the sad thing is I'm getting numb to it. I'm like, I hear something, I'm like, oh, it's probably another shooting, but nothing's going to be done about it.
The shooting in North Portland was one of 19 shootings over a 54-hour span this weekend. Another one right here at Southeast 122nd and Stark. As officers gathered evidence here, they heard gunshots just to the west.
Is there reason to be hopeful here in Portland? Is there light at the end of the tunnel?
There is light at the end of the tunnel, and there is reason for Portlanders to be hopeful.
We don't have any space in our unit physically to put a patient. I know the depth of grief that I would feel if I couldn't be with my loved one as they died. So I take the responsibility very seriously to love that person as if they were my own family member.
You see these people, you know it's preventable.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind?
It's devastating. It's really heartbreaking knowing that people are fighting for their lives, and it could have been prevented.
This patient is trying to die right now. We're trying to get a hold of family to let them know that transitions are happening.
I'm angry at everything. I'm angry at patients who chose not to get vaccinated. I'm angry at the health system for not being able to handle it, even if it's not their fault. I'm angry at myself for not having done more early in the pandemic. Yeah.
And maybe angry at yourself for being angry?
Yes, very much so. Yeah, it's hard.
Many never imagined healthcare would take a turn like this. It's common now for them to think about leaving the profession. Have you thought about getting out?
Yeah.
Really?
I think everyone's probably thought about getting out right now.
We have to relocate and start over. You know, these sweeps just take us back a few steps.
They should give us a place of permanence. It's even an acre of land.
City officials announced Thursday amid a mounting housing crisis, homeless villages are headed for 3 vacant lots, 2 in Southeast Portland and 1 downtown. Each Safe Rest village will house roughly 60 people. The city aims to have them up and running by 2022.
Yes, we have poor people in our public spaces and they are suffering, and they're part of our community.
The goal should be 0 unsanctioned homeless camps in the city of Portland. What I want to do is create safe and humane alternatives at scale to be able to significantly reduce the number of unsanctioned camps in the city as quickly as we possibly can.
One thing that is concerning is at the time the city sent the proposal over, they haven't yet had any engagement with the neighboring community, and that would certainly be important from my perspective as a board member, that the neighboring community be consulted and engaged about a project the city is going to put there.
Well, tonight we have an update. Portland city officials now confirm they will fail to meet their own self-imposed deadline. These villages will not open by the new year, and the hundreds who would have gotten housing in them will now endure another entire winter sleeping outside.